Hey everyone, this is Given Black and I'm back with another tutorial. On today's video I'm going to take you through the process of updating your FL Studio or even installing it for the first time. Let's just jump to it. First thing first, you have to open your FL Studio. Then you go to this tab to check whether you have an update about a new version of FL Studio that has been released lately. Or after opening your FL Studio, this tab will appear automatically unless you have enabled the button that says do not ask this in the future. Then if so, you have to go with the first option. Then from this tab, click the download button, which will take you to the internet where you will be able to download the setup. Here they give you two options to be able to download the setup, whether you use a Mac or Windows. Just choose the one that suits your device. For Windows, the setup will only take 921.93 megabytes on your device. Let us check the requirements. You will need a later version of Windows, from Windows 8.1, Windows 10 or later if there's any. Do note that it won't work on Windows 7 and Windows 8.0. You have to have at least a 4 GB free space on your internal drive to be able to install the setup. A 4 GB RAM or higher will be needed for the software to perform better. Do note that it won't work on ARM processors, so I recommend you use an Intel processor. You need a powerful CPU to use more instruments and effects at the same time. If you use Internet Explorer to download this setup, then it has to be an Internet Explorer 11 or higher. But I use Chrome as my default browser, so I'm covered. Those were the requirements for Windows. Now let's check for Mac users. Here you need to have a Mac software of 10.13.6 version or higher to be able to install the software. You have to have at least a 4 GB free space on your internal drive to be able to install this setup. A 4 GB RAM or higher will be needed for the software to perform better. And at last, you need a powerful CPU to be able to use more instruments and effects at the same time. I use Windows, then for that I'll download the Windows setup. I click download, then the downloading process begins. Then let's wait a little bit up until it's finished. After that, we start with the installation process. Do note that for you to start installing, you have to go to the location where the setup has been stored on your computer after downloading and open the setup, and it will start to install. Make sure you read the information before you do anything here. But for the sake of time, now we will skip that. Let us just click next. I agree. Here choose your desired options. And also here, or just leave it like this if you're not familiar with anything yet. Here you can change the destination folder of where the software will be installed, but it's better if you leave it like this. Next, next, then install, and next again. Then we wait. Then next, next, and finish. After that, we open FL Studio to check whether the new version has been installed. Then we minimize all the tabs to check the FL Studio basement, to check whether it matches with the 20.7.2 version we just installed. Yes, it does. Then last thing we have to check is that it is not a trial version and also that it is registered with your information. For that, let's go to help, about, then check whether it is unlocked and who is it registered to. If it's not, then punch the email address and the password you used to register with when buying FL Studio. Then after that, everything is done. Thank you so much. I hope you did learn something new on this video. I would appreciate if you do like, share and let me know in the comments which other video you'd like to see on this channel. Do not forget to subscribe and click that notification bell to see my next video. Ciao.